Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about a current World Checkers title match going on between Go As You Please World Champion Matteo Bernini, who is from Italy, and the challenger for the World Checkers Champion Go As You Please, Melikaja Nukalina. I'm so sorry if I mispronounce his last name. Forgive me for that. He is from South Africa. This is his first attempt of challenging for the Go As You Please world title against Matteo Bernini, and this is actually Matteo Bernini's first defense of a world title since he had just won it previously against Lubablo Condolo, who was the Go As You Please World Checkers champion for quite a while. And so today I'm going to be going over their match a little bit so far, and I'm going to be going over their only decisive game as well so far. So, and my thoughts on the match so far. I've only been able to watch 2 to 3 games. It's, they're very long games and it's hard to check in, when I'm working all the time. But so far, I think it's been a very interesting match. They've played They've played a few more complicated games than I figured they would have already, considering how early it is in the match. But again, it's Go As You Please, so it's only been one decisive game so far, so you can only do so much. I'm going to be going over this game, and it's actually quite interesting it was a very creative game, but then there was quite a few blunders on the ending from both sides that I'll get into. I was very shocked to learn on the craziness on the ending here, but it happens, especially when I'm sure they were both exhausted after this going over the game. I'm not again. I wasn't able to look at the game because I don't even know if Kim had the stream up for this game, but I'm sure this game took quite a while to try to unfold, I guess you would say. So I'm sure they were both a little exhausted mentally toward the end. And, sometimes you'll overlook moves. But let's get into it. So it started off by going... Matteo Bernini is white and Melikaja is red. And, Matteo Bernini ended up winning this game. And so it started off by going 11-15, 23-19, 8-11, 22-17, 4-8. Now this opening is called the Old 14th. This is probably one of the oldest, if not the oldest, Go As You Please line for red. It's a very simple and standard formation. When in doubt and Go As You Please, you go 11-15, 8-11, 4-8. That's you can do that and probably never be in a bad position. So there's nothing wrong on this. So completely standard. So 25-22, probably playing the most restrictive way of playing the Old 14th. This is also very standard. 17-13 is probably the more open way as you could put it in playing the Old 14. But this is very restrictive and very solid. Now here, usually people will go 9-13, which is my favorite move at least. I think it's a very it's a very solid way of playing the Old 14th. And Go As You Please, you usually want to play solid. You usually try to not to play too risky, or you'll get yourself in trouble sometimes. Which I've learned that the hard way before quite a bit, because I'm a type of player that wants to play aggressive all the time. But unfortunately, in Go As You Please, that doesn't work out. But Melikaja must have had something prepared, because he did this 15-18 move, which I do know is a move, but it's usually not played very often. So Matteo Bernini plays 17-13, which I think is best in my opinion. Then 7-11, 24-20, and then Melikaja played a surprising 3-7 move, which I assume it draws, because again, I don't think you ever play this without preparing it. In my opinion, I just don't think you ever play it. Now, granted, it's already, these moves right here are looking a little unorthodox. 10-14 looks a little weird to me. 9-14 looks a little weird with this elbow. So it's, I understand if, he's just by himself and just says, maybe 3-7's best. But maybe, maybe I'm thinking like 2-7. Maybe 2-7. 2-7 looks a little bit more natural than 3-7. But no, he goes 3-7, and yeah, that's a very interesting move. I would hope he has this prepared instead of just pulling that move out of nowhere in the middle of a world championship. So I would very like to know for sure, because obviously I haven't asked him. But you would hope that, because that is a very crazy move to make, in my opinion at least. So 28-24 after that, 10-14. After 10-14, he go 29. He went 29-25. And then 7-10, I believe. Yes, 7-10, 26-22, 2-7. Now, here, it looks a little tempting. Again, I haven't really looked at this at the computer. I kind of want to play this crazy move just right off the beginning. Because, again, like, 2-7, it does look natural, in fairness. Like, you don't want to play too aggressive. But at this point, if you've already played this far, and if, again, I don't know if he's by himself or not, if he's still on a line. But my first instinct, if you're playing something crazy like this, I want to just go belligerent and play this. But anyway, 2-7, which I know for sure draws based off Moisiev's analysis. So 2-7. Let's see, what was the move here? Let me check real quick. I think it was 32-28, if I'm not mistaken. 2-7. No, I'm sorry. It was 20-16. Yes. It was 2016 and 14-17, and then 31-26, and then red pitches right here. 17-22, and then 7-10, which makes sense because he's in a shot if he doesn't do that, if he wants to play like this. So that makes sense. And then 25-21, 18-22. Let's see, where did he go here? 32-28, 22-25, and 30 to 26. And this is where it starts getting a little crazy right here. So right here, it's still a draw. But Mateo actually goes into a loss right here by going 26-22. Now, my thoughts on this is, like, I understand why he wants to go there, but in my first opinion, and this is the way to draw apparently, this would be my first instinct to play. And the reason why is you set up for this break, because he can't go here, and I'll show you why here in a second, or at least I don't think he could go here, but if he goes here, you get this break right here, and yeah, red's going to get its piece back, which is why it's a draw, but you're going to get two kings over here, and you're going to be in a safety to where he can't attack you, really. So that would be my first instinct. Again, I'm not... If he's playing for a win, I understand why I didn't want to do that, because obviously, when you're going here, you're kind of conceding the draw, which I mean, I don't know if he was only playing for a draw anyway, and if he was, I'm a little confused why he didn't play like this. But if he's trying to, win or something, I guess I understand this move, but it looks really bad. It really looks bad for him just after going 30-25. I'm not really sure what White's going to do here, but I don't know what they were thinking on as far as what this move prevails, and the reason, and I guess it ended up working for him, because what red does next is just make an absolute blunder of a move, in my opinion. I couldn't believe when I was looking at this. He ended up going 9-14. And I would really like to know what exactly they both saw, because neither one of them saw this, where you go just 1915. And the reason, and that just pretty much wins on the spot. And the reason why it wins on the spot is if he jumps this way, you end up going here 20 to 24, jump, and then you jump this piece, they jump this piece, and then you jump two pieces, and you're end up gonna be a piece up right here, and red can't get its piece back, and that just automatically wins for white. And if you jump this way, we'll go over this real quick. I assume this is the correct way of jumping. You just trade pieces out, and you're gonna be able to get out of the way on time. And again, there's nothing really red can do about it. It's just not in a good enough position to hold on to everything. So I really would like to know what they both missed. It's hard to say, it really is, but I'm not exactly sure what happened here. But anyway, we'll back that up. I would really like to know. I would like to know if for sure we even got the notation right, because I know they were describing as possibly getting the notation incorrect. So, you know, maybe we have the notation wrong a little bit. But that's very odd that they would both miss a move as simple as that. But, you know, again, it happens. You know, I've definitely done it before, so I can't say too much about it, but that's a very rare thing to miss, especially in a slow game like this. But again, it happens. So, you know, it's especially early in a match. You know, maybe nerves from both players. Maybe I'm not sure, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So after the missed moves. So instead of going 19-15, white ends up going 27-23. Red goes 30 to 25. White goes 22-18. Red's got to cover up, of course. And then, let's see, after 5-9, 18-15. And then 25-22. Let's see here. Oh boy. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me back that up instead of going... So after 22-18, apparently red has a... Oh, yes. That's a very, very nice, clever little trick. So Moisiev spotted that there's actually still hope for a draw here if red goes 6-9 here, which is a really hard move to see. You know, it's... without spawning the idea earlier with, you know, going 9-14 in the first place. This is a really hard move to make. And the reason why is jump, and then you go here, jump, and then red jumps this way, and you're going to be sitting on 2-for-1s, I think, and there's nothing white can really do about it. So that's a really hard move to spot compared to the other moves. But after that, let's see, and then red or white goes 18-15. After 18-15, go 25-22, 24-20 for white, making sure you can't go here right away because you can go here and then take a double jump. So you have to go 24-20 for white. Then 22, red goes 22-18. You go 16-11, jump, jump. And after 16-11, or after jumps, you go 27-23. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, he comes out with the king. Yep, 4-8. So the other jumps. Cleared out the whole board, basically. And then after clearing out the whole board, you go 11-7. God, everything keeps on locking up on me when I'm trying to do this video. Great. So 19-24. Oh, excuse me, 19 to 24 trading, of course, trading. And then red or white goes there. Red goes here. I could be doing the ending a little bit wrong, but basically this king or this piece over here is just trapped, and red doesn't have enough time to get the piece back. So my thoughts on the game: it's a good game. Again, I would really like to understand what they both missed as far as that interaction goes with the 9-14 and 20 to 24. I'm really surprised they both missed that idea at this level. But again, it happens, and they may have not even seen it still. I'm not sure. They'll probably when they probably looked over the game on analysis, they're probably like, oh my goodness, I can't believe we both missed that. It's one of those moments like, oh my goodness. But it happens. It really does happen. And I've been on the worst part of that, so I understand. I know what that feeling's like. But again, so far, it's a good match. It's only 1-0. It's not the end of the world for Malakaya. Again, sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name. It's not the end of the world for him. He's still completely in the match. It's 1-0, but we'll have to see as it goes on. It's a long match. I'm not sure exactly how many rounds they're playing overall, but anyway, I hope to be able to do another video on a decisive match or a decisive game when it comes up soon. Kim's got the stream up. I hope to at some point, if I have the time, I'll actually put it on Facebook as well and let everybody know. I would love to actually do a live commentary of the game. It's the connection's a little bad on her stream, so it's kind of a little hard to see sometimes. But I would love to do like a live commentary of the game. Anyway, that's for something I'd like to do in the future. Possibly even tomorrow if I end up having a time, and I'll put it on Facebook saying that hey, I'm actually gonna do this if if anybody wants to watch it from my my Twitch channel. I would be streaming it on Twitch, But I think excuse me, very sorry. I think that's about it for today. Again, I'll definitely show more of the games as the match progresses, and I hope to do another video either today or not today, either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. So thank you all so much. I will see you all next time.